Hi, I'm Jack and I like puzzles.
And I am Katie and I just came here for the free food.
Hey, so how are you doing, everyone? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely night. And we are back doing more Loot Crate unboxings slash helping you with some of the Order of the Keys puzzles we found inside. So this is the May 2017 Loot Crate box. It's themed around Guardians is the theme. So
what's a Guardian?
There's a number of different things that are Guardians. So Katie, let's open this up and take a look at what is inside.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, look at all that lovely, lovely stuff.
Loot! Look at all that lovely, lovely loot.
First of all, we got ourselves a Rocket and Groot little Q-Fig action figure
Wait,
thing.
you need to, you need to like do the whole. Oh, look! Oh my gosh!
Look
oh
at
my
little
gosh!
Groot. Oh, he's so cute. And then we've got ourselves this one. This is awesome. I love this shirt. It's Goonies Never Say Die t-shirt, which is super, super rad.
I've never seen the
Give
Goonies.
that to you there. And then also we've got ourselves a Star Wars adult coloring book, or I guess really anyone can color it, as well as some colored pencils with a sharpener
and a
to go along
sharpener.
with it. That's pretty sweet. And then we've got ourselves an Avatar pin.
What does it do, Jack?
It glows in the dark. Let's see if we can make this happen. See how long it takes. Charge, 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 charge. Oh, it totally didn't work. Well, it does glow in the dark. This light isn't strong enough.
You can kind of see. Also, you kind of went, oh, look at the light. Oh, sir.
Anyway, it glows in the dark. It's pretty rad.
We've tried and tested it.
We've got some sweet Destiny patches, which is nice because you're a Guardian in that game. It's got all three patches, the Warlock, the Titan, and the Hunter patch. And then we've got your box, your Guardian, or like the little information from like thing, and as well as the loot keys, or the lootcrate.com/keys, Order of the Keys. And then
And what does the box turn into, Jack?
The box, it's very intricate. I don't know if you can see all the cutouts in it. There's a lot to this one. This turns into
Tell us about the box, Jack.
Well, here, we have one we prepared at home. So it turns into a it's a little
Wait,
it's a
hold
ghost.
hold it firm.
Oh gosh. Katie poked his eye out. So it turns into a ghost, like a Destiny ghost, which is pretty rad. That's actually really neat.
It took Jack some finagling, is that the word?
It took a lot of time to get that guy together.
But
so
it's pretty cool.
let's throw all these things back in, except for the shirt, which
you didn't hear my I've never seen Goonies Jack statement.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
I feel like
every time you say that.
We'd be divorced by now.
You said it last time.
I know, but this is new. These are new people, Jack.
Ah, okay.
Jeez. He just doesn't get Hollywood. That's what he doesn't get.
Oh no, we want to keep the shirt out because the other shirt. I don't know where the other shirt is. All right. So we're gonna go through the Order of the Keys.
Him, not me. I'm
great. And yeah, we'll take a look at it. So here we go. So if you go to lootcrate.com/keys with your Loot Crate accounts, you get this thing here, which has a bunch of puzzles, and you get extra loot in your crates. That's right. So let me go ahead and there's no need for that guy over there. There we go. We'll do that. Boop. All right, so you can, you get rid of, or you solve some puzzles, and you get these little challenge things, achievements. If you get all of them, you get a key.
That's a pretty sweet key. Although
nice key.
Treasure Planet looks a lot like that. Also, Saturn looks a lot like that. I think they've taken some creative licensing on this.
So we're gonna run you through. We're gonna give you some hints about the puzzles. We're not gonna tell you the outright answers, but we think with our help and your knowledge, we'll be able, or you can probably figure these things out, right? Sure.
Your help, our help, rather, and your knowledge together, we can figure it out.
All right, number one. So this is the one themed around Avatar. So it's Iroh's advice. Zuko's journey mirrored Aang's quest to become the Avatar in many ways. Using the Airbender scroll to guide Aang through the elemental tiles, this will reveal a turning point in Zuko's path to redemption. Instructions. Number one, examine the elemental tiles page in the Loot Crate guide with the Airbender scroll. So this is the Loot Crate guide you got here. This thing here, I'll show you in a second. Number two, start by placing your Avatar pin on the arrow, entering the tiles, then move from the tile with the help of the Airbender scroll. Only record letters when the direction on the scroll match the color of the tile you're moving onto. So
this is the new one. We want the old one.
I don't know where the old one is. So we open the new. We'll go for the new one.
All right.
It's only that one thing right there.
Right, but we need to pull it out so they can see it.
No,
right?
it's right there.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, so here we go. So this thing here, I'll show you the full screen version of it. So this thing here is what you're going to be messing with. So you'll notice the colors on this, and see the arrow there? There's an arrow. That's where you start, at that blue C, and you're going to end at the Y, the green Y. So we'll go back over here and go to the Airbender scroll. So what you're going to do is start at the arrow.
Technologically advanced.
And at that arrow. Now, so Aang's face is kind of pointing different directions. I'll just give you a hint. The chin is the direction you're going to go, like his chin. So if you start right there at the blue sea, I'm just going to give you one. So blue sea, it's down. So I believe you start, and also the color matches. It has to match the color. So blue sea, blue down. So it starts on the C. So your first letter is C. And then look at the next one's right red. So if it's...
You could almost argue that the arrow...
Yeah. Oh, close. There you go. It's hard to look at. It's hard to do this mirrored.
The arrow is pointing the direction that you want to go. So if you manipulate his face and you change the direction of his face, it changes the direction of the arrow.
Exactly. And so remember, if you land on a tile that the colors do not match, don't write down that letter. So I'll tell you right now, not all of them match. So keep that in mind.
As per the instructions.
So you're gonna run through the list of all of them there, and yeah, and come out the other side with your answer. So there you go. So it's gonna be your first one there. It's good times. Good way to start off. All right, Katie.
Also, it's a pretty cool pin.
It's a really nice pin. It glows in the dark. I promise it glows in the dark.
It actually does.
All right, Katie, this is yours.
Okay. So where's the notebook?
The notebook right here.
The color book. What do you call it? The coloring in book.
Instructions first.
Well, I gotta hold it.
Oh, okay.
And so they can see what I'm talking about. Okay. The rebel alignment. The rebellion never shied from conflict, but it takes more than courage to win a war. Decipher the droid data sequences to learn what this ragtag group of soldiers, scoundrels, princesses, and Jedi had in common. Instructions. Compare the cover of your Star Wars coloring book with the droid data sequences. Sketch paths from point to point, keeping track of what shapes the lines create. Okay. So this one, I was kind of staring at it for a while, and I was like, I mean... Oh, sorry, excuse me. We should bring up the droid data sequences.
Droid data sequences.
Excuse me. So I was looking at the cover, and I was like, okay, clearly... Those two are very related. With the we call them.
I probably should. Well, you can do a full screen now.
Whoosh.
So yeah, C-3PO and R2.
And then the circle.
And the circle.
So if you look at the two, in case it isn't clearer, we call the tombstone shape is R2D2, and then the one with the it looks like a sick tower to me.
Kind of like a pointy shape.
Right.
Like almost a five-sided shape.
Is C-3PO, and then the circle is the rebel. The rebel signal thing patch. I don't know. Whatever they wear. But for me, I was like, well, I don't want it. The cover is all shiny. I don't know. I don't want to draw on that. That doesn't make any sense. So what I did instead was actually just got a piece of paper from, you can use it just printer paper, you can tear it out from a notebook or something, and I laid it on the top, and then using the colored pencils, I actually just traced it, and then using a different colored pencil, I started to connect the pieces. So I will say a hint of sorts, so that was, I guess, one hint. Another hint of sorts would be that they're all, every box is a different word.
So like this here. So what do the numbers mean, Katie?
But I don't want to give that away.
Oh, you don't want to give that away?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
That's a little tricky.
Okay.
But if you think, I mean, I'll leave it up to you.
No, you're right. If you don't think you need this next hint, quick, block your ears. Okay, so basically the trick to this is what is the highest number that each shape goes up to. So for example, the tombstone shape, the highest number that one goes up to is 6, I believe. But then for the C-3PO shapes, the highest number that goes up to is 8. And then the circle is just one circle. So you'll notice a correlation between the two.
Not sure what you're pointing at.
That there are 8 C-3POs and 6 R2-D2s and 1 circle. So, I don't know if that helps. Okay, you can unblock your ears now.
So, did you talk about, did the instructions say the line thing?
It says to draw the line. So that's Yeah, so once you figure out the numbers, then you can see
sketch paths from point to point, keeping track of what shapes each the lines
and
create.
like I said, each box is one letter. Excuse me, or word letter.
Letter.
Excuse
And also,
me.
you should point
I said
out,
word
you should
earlier.
point
I
out,
meant
too,
letter.
What's special about these two boxes?
I don't remember.
They're separate lines. So this is a line, and then
That's right.
this is a line. So,
So
you don't go from 5 to circle. It's 1 and 5 is one thing, and then circle 3, 3 is another thing.
That's
and
right.
same for the one behind our heads over here.
And
So,
that tripped me up a little bit
There you
too.
go.
So yeah,
All right.
sorry, it's one letter. Each box is one letter.
yes.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good with that one.
I think so.
All right, moving on to the third challenge. Target practice. Taking out bad guys comes naturally to Rocket and Baby Groot, but practice makes perfect. Blast the tabs listed on the galactic coordinates to determine the duo's next destination. Instructions. Cut out and fold the target cluster in your Loot Crate guide insert. Next, cut out the rocket wrap from the insert and tape it together and combine it with your rocket figure. Place rocket in the middle of the target cluster and turn him so the rocket wrap matches the galactic coordinates. The non-smoking gun will show you where the targets shoot. And then it has coordinates there. Fold down the tabs as you shoot them away, then read the remaining ones to determine rocket's destination. So this is what it's going to look like here. So you got this guy, and then we've prepared one at home.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You've got kind of these little yellow marks, and so that's kind of the shots.
One would say targets.
There you go. And so what you want to do is cut out this thing along the hard white lines. It says cut and fold on the different things. And then also, excuse me, there is another thing that you cut and tape together. Where is it? Right here. And so that guy you tape together as well. So that's one big piece. It makes a ring. So where it has the two triangles, tape them to the 2 triangles, and the 3, tape to the 3. So that guy will look like this. It's like a little ring thing. And then this, your Rocket and Groot figure will fit into the ring thingy. So
it has a little space.
It's got a little spot for his tail, and a spot for the smoking gun, and a spot for kind of the the little back part there, the barrel that's exploded or whatever. So there you go. So that's how it's going to do. And you see he's got little marks. He's got little points on the bottom, little different things, like square, little circle broken, triangle, square with a line through it. You're going to match those to your inner circle and this guy here. And then wherever the non-smoking gun points, so it'd be the gun in his left hand, wherever that gun is pointing, you basically make it like he goes and he shoots, and you're going to fold down the targets around that area.
So Jack, when he made it, he folded everything upside down, like you folded them backwards.
I don't know, it worked for me.
My opinion is that it's like target practice, so I would fold them up, but that's just me. So that when he shoots it, he's like, and then it goes down.
Basically, the ones he hits, you don't take into account.
Right.
That's all we'll say. And then you can see here, you've got this coordinates thing. So what you do is you match the green top part to the red one. So the green is on actual Rocket and Groot themselves. They're on this guy. And then the orange ones are on the circle. Match them together. See what letters are left. You can see like each one has a letter or a pair of letters. So you figure out with the letters left, what area does that spell? What location are Rocket and Groot flying to? So I enjoyed that one a lot. It was really, really cool.
Cool.
All right. That's your clues for that one. Moving on to this one. Oh, no. Katie, this is all you.
Okay. Speaker's words. The speaker is a voice of authority in the lost city, but his advice can be cryptic. Now, in an encoded text, he refers to the travelers' champions who have emerged in Earth's darkest hour. Instructions: remove the staples from your Loot Crate guide and find the fragmented text sheet. Use the speaker's codex to translate the text revealed with your destiny patches and the fragmented text sheet. Okay.
And so you have the codex here.
Okay.
Which is elaborate. And then here's your sheet, and here's your patches.
So, it comes with 3 patches. You have the Hunter. And this hair won't get out of my face. The Hunter, Gentle does it. The Warlock.
Warlock. That's what I play as.
And the Titan. So, using... I guess that's not a giveaway, but... that's backwards. But you'll need all three. So they give you all three because you need all three. And you can see that because in each, there's 1, 2, and 3. Also, scroll down. I made the mistake of not doing that and was very confused. Went from 1 to 3.
1, 2's down here, and 3's up there.
Right. And so each line has 3 coordinates or 3 codes.
Like A4314, B4598, C89, 56.
And so they match. I'm trying to get this in focus, but they match these little numbers here on each of the lines. So your job is to cover up each of those. So this is just an example. I don't know which one I'm doing right now.
You can do it.
Okay. And then, oh gosh. Let's push it that way. Anyway, you get the gist.
It leaves one fragment left.
And in that fragment, you can decrypt it using the codex.
This thing here. So I gave Katie the hint last night. So for each of these little symbols, there are 2 of the longer outside pieces, 2 shorter inside pieces, a triangle, and a diamond. And so really it's about matching up how many do you have. So if you have, like, for example, 1 orange really long piece and everything else is clear, you've got your orange, it's the K, because you have the orange long piece and the K. If you have like just the diamond, it's an L.
My mistake was I thought I don't know how, but I thought that the patches spelled something, like that they were spelling out like K and O, and it did not work out for me. So it wasn't until Jack came along and said, you know that those little things are there for a reason. It's not just like glitter. I'm like, but it looks like, anyway. It
looks pretty. So this one's a little tricky, so good luck with this one.
It's time consuming. It's or not. It's like it requires a lot of concentration.
Yeah. And so, well, here's another bonus hint for you. If you don't need it, close
Block
your ears.
your ears.
Each of these combinations is 1 letter, and this is 1 word. So 1, 2, and 3. So it's a 3-word answer is going to be your final answer. There you go.
Unblock your ears.
Yay! All right, moving on to our 5th one, which is Goondocks Plunderers. The Goonies were a tight-knit clique. They even came up with their own language to safeguard their secrets. Try to decipher the message they wrote after purloining One-Eyed Willie's treasure. Instructions. Look at the Goonies note and examine your Goonies shirt. Use the numbers to count out the letters on the shirt grouped within the same color. Then solve the 3 anagrams and arrange the words. So here's the Goonies note. It's the rock. It's the rock from the thing. Anyway. All right, so you got some numbers here. So you can see you've got 3 sets of colors. You've got red, blue, and green. And yeah, this one is pretty straightforward. You've got your shirt here, so I'll show you. You got your Goonies shirt here. So if it said like if it said like 4, it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be a G, for example. And so you're gonna go through and go through. Ooh, there we go. Go through, mark down all the letters that match the numbers, and then you have your groups grouped by the colors. And then I'll tell you, was it the red? Yeah, the red one's a little bit tricky. The grouping of red letters is pretty tricky.
Is that red or is that pink?
I guess pink. I don't know, pink or red, one or the other. It's a longer word that was kind of difficult to decipher. Not for Katie and I. It took us some time, but yeah. Again, so you've got three words answer and just or 3 words, arrange them together. Get your answer. Excuse me. Get your answer. We just had dinner. It was delicious. And there you go. So solve the mystery of the Goondocks. Boom. And I really like that shirt, too. I'm totally going to wear that shirt. All right, moving on to the last, but not least, puzzle.
Oh, my goodness.
Katie, would you like to solve this one?
Which one's Hunter and which one's Warlock?
That's Warlock.
Okay. So, this one... Where is it?
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh, everything's falling apart. So... fall of Iron. The Iron Lords were the last city's greatest heroes, but even they were not invulnerable. Use the Siva fragment with the circuit map and the program glyphs to discover what nearly wiped them out. Instructions. First, assemble the Siva fragment from your corrugate. Next, remove the staples from your loot crate guide and find the circuit map. Then review the program glyphs. Stand the Siva fragment in the center of the circuit map. Next, lay the fragment on the horizontal or vertical rectangle in the direction that is called out in the program glyphs dock. Then stand it upright on the next square in the same direction. When the Siva fragment lands on the next square, record the letter whose position corresponds to the glyph you just used.
That sounds difficult.
That's a lot of information. It's like, it goes from being a great deal of information to being totally uncomprehendable when you look at that. And you're just like, oh, what just happened? So it's referring to this from the booklet.
There's your book.
It's a little book. And then that is this, I hope I'm saying Siva right.
Yep, Siva fragment.
Siva fragment, which you make from your box, I believe.
Corrugate.
Your corrugate. So this little doobie whacker, the Siva fragment, has patterns on each side, or symbols, excuse me, on each side. And those symbols correspond with the symbols on your program glyphs. So what you have to do is using the die starting position here, which is, I believe, where's the diamond? There. And then, okay, so it's like this, and then the equal sign, I don't know what to call that, is on the right of it or left, depending on whose side of the camera you're on. Okay, so you start it
where the equals faces.
Right. I forgot where I was.
That's right. Where the equals face is right.
In the middle?
Yes.
Okay, that's right. Sorry. The instructions it's a lot of text.
A lot of text.
So it's difficult to go between the three things. So this one, my first thing is, don't be doing anything else at the same time, because once you lose track of where you're at, you have to start all over again. It's very, very straightforward and linear, but it's not this. It's a lot of. It's analog almost.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to describe it?
I have an idea. I want to see something here.
No, I think for a loop, Jack.
I think maybe you do it twice. I'm not 100% positive on it.
Okay.
All right. So that one would go that way if it was turned that direction.
Which is the same way it does with the other direction.
Okay, but if it goes this way, you would go
the same way.
Same that way too. But it seems like I don't know. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Jack's just trying to make sure that.
I want to make sure you do it the right way. So, okay.
We've done it 100% the right way.
You want to show people how to do it?
Yeah. So, the way that it works is it says you start in the middle. Oh, which way am I facing? Here we go. So, you start in the middle. And then whichever way the symbol is. So, for example, this one's the half circle. So, it would be... God, it's terrible. This is hard to do this way. We should probably have a table. You put that symbol to the map or to the whatever this is called. I've forgotten already. So like that. And that's the horizontal line it's talking about. But you can't just linger there. You have to go up again. So when you're on this square here, it has 4 letters. This is R-L-I-W. Then you reference the program glyphs again.
So if you started on the circle with the line, you want to pick the letter, which is the circle with the line.
Right. And so when you... That corresponds, Carla? I don't know. Some fancy C word. Sorry. That would be this one right here.
We wrote that one in the circle there.
Wrote that
won't be on yours.
Right.
So your first letter is W. Spoiler.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Aww.
We already gave away a letter for another one too. So.
Did we?
Yep.
Anyway.
So we noticed though when we did it, we were missing some letters. There's some spaces. And I'm
panic.
I'm really confused as to why. But if you played any Destiny, you should figure it out. There's it's pretty. I'll just say Rasputin. So that's all I'll say.
Did you just give it away? I don't know what that means, what you just said. So I'm just
right.
automatically assuming that you're just
Giving
it away for free.
I'm just helping out people.
Always giving it away
who've been
for
playing
free.
Destiny.
Yeah,
All right.
So, but the reason I say that don't be doing anything else at the same time is because if you lose a place, say you're like 3 in even, and you've forgotten kind of the pattern how you got there, you have to start all over again. So it can be tricky.
All right, and then also the Siva fragment is the thing that holds together your ghost shell that you've made. So it's like the middle part, which is his eye, his or her eye, I suppose.
Its eye.
And you shove
Maybe
it.
it doesn't identify as
That's
anything.
True. So shove one side through, and then the other side through.
Aww.
And there you go. You get yourself a little ghost, little Destiny ghost.
That's pretty neat.
That wizard came from the moon. So there you go.
Is that some Peter Dinklage?
Mm-hmm, little Dinklebot. And eventually some Nolan bot.
Some Desmond bot.
All right, so that is it, and then yeah, we'll go back here.
Think that's...
And so, and then once you complete all the challenges, once you get all 6, remember you get this Guardian's key and some bonus loot in your crate from Loot Crate, which is pretty freaking rad. So awesome, and yeah, Katie, that was fun. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I think the patch one, funnily enough, was the one that stumped me the most because everybody approaches a challenge differently. You know, some people are kind of more logical, and I really dig in the word analog, and other people are kind of more abstract. And I think I'm more abstract. So when I'm given something that's very straightforward, I'm kind of looking at it too complicated. Like it's too complex. I take a very complex angle. Whereas I should just be like, oh, you gave me the instructions and I should literally do that. But sometimes I don't.
How dare you follow the instructions.
Right.
So again, if you're watching this now, thank you very much for watching our YouTube channel. This is youtube.com/Jack Pattillo or youtube.com/monkey, MONKI5225. Either one will take you here. Or I think jackpatillo.com will actually take you here. Anyway.
There's so many ways to get here.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. I really do appreciate that. And if you want to watch us live, we actually do these unboxings and puzzle solvings live on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Jack Pattillo, Pattillo.
I'm also named Jack.
And that is also Jack Pattillo
we
right next to me.
Collaborative Jack accumulatively. I'm trying to use really big words to sound smart, and it's just not working.
But if you want to follow us on Twitter, I am Jack_P on Twitter.
I am Katie Ward_, so CAITIWARD_ because some little 12-year-old girl has Katie Ward and just won't give it up. Oh my gosh. That's a rant for a different day.
Oh, man. So that's going to do it for this month. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your May 2017 Loot Crate, your Guardians box. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy the puzzles. Get some bonus loot.
Yes.
And come watch our stuff if you enjoy this. And we'll see you, I guess.
See you next month.
Or hopefully we'll see you over on our Twitch channel when we unbox it live. And you can help out maybe.
For next month.
That could be, well, it would be in June. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll sort it. All right. Thank you, everyone,
professionals.
for watching. It was a good time. And take care of yourself. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.